Yo, what is going on today, everybody, and welcome back to another Fortnite Chapter 4 video. Today, Fortnite ended up announcing some official dates and times for some of the first tournaments of Chapter 4 Season 2. If you guys saw my last video, then you would know that the Solo Victory Cash Cup is returning in Chapter 4 Season 2, and in that video, I talked about everything that you would need to know in order to qualify for the finals of that tournament. Today, I'm going to be doing the exact same thing except for the Duos Cash Cups that have returned in Chapter 4 Season 2. Anything that you could ever want to know about this Duos Cash Cup, I'm going to be covering in today's video, from the date and the time that it starts, and much more. So if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so that you don't ever miss a single video here on the channel, as well as typing in code JCMYT into your Fortnite item shop. So first things first, when does this tournament begin? This tournament has 2 rounds. Round 1 is going to be on Friday, March 31st, and round 2 is going to be on Saturday, April 1st. Both round 1 and round 2 are going to run from 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. Central Standard Time. And to qualify for the second round on Saturday, you need to place in the top 50 duos in round 1. Now this is going to be a significantly challenging thing to do now that both NA West and NA East are all on the same server. It's going to be the equivalent of placing in the top 50 teams on an EU tournament, because now we have 2 servers combined into one. Here's what I find to be very interesting. NA Central Duos Cash Cup has the same prize pool as the Europe Duos Cash Cup. Gonna go ahead and throw the screenshot on screen now. The top 3 duos will each make $1,000 a piece. 4th place is going to be making $900, and as it goes down to the top 10, it's basically $100 less per spot. The duo that places at number 11 is going to make the same amount of earnings as the duo that places number 45th. Let me know in the comment section below what you think of this prize pool. In my opinion, I think at least the top 15 duos have to make more than at least $200, right? Like, I don't know. By the way, this prize pool is only going to be accessible to the teams that make it to the finals. I'm pretty sure that was obvious, but I just wanted to point that out. Also, there are going to be 6 weekends of the Duos Cash Cup tournaments, at least as of right now. They may add more later, but that's a pretty decent start. And last but not least, you're going to need to make it to Contender League in Arena in order to participate in the Opens, which is completely different from FNCS this season, which you still have to make Champions Division for to compete in that. Honestly, I'm a way bigger fan of this than I was the Divisional Cups, but that's just me. So now that you know everything that you would possibly want to know about the Duos Cash Cup, let's go ahead and hop in game and give you guys some tips and tricks on what you can be doing with your duo to have a higher chance of qualifying to the top 50. Starting off the tips and tricks, I forgot to mention one thing, that the format for this tournament is 2 points per elimination. However, that being said, you can get up to 65 placement points if you win the match. So even though eliminations are worth more than, say, a solo cash cup elimination, the victory royales are also worth double. So to me, that means that this tournament is just as placement heavy as a solo victory cash cup, just in a duos format. However, knowing this format, you and your duo need to know each other's roles like the back of your own hands. And as most of you are familiar with, yes, the 2 roles are Fragger and IGL. Now, it can definitely work out if you're both a Fragger or if you're both an IGL, but more of the high-end teams definitely have one of each. So communicate with your teammate, decide which of you is the better at getting kills and which is the better at leading the rotates and getting each other to late game. In the gameplay today that I'm going to be giving you tips and tricks from, you're going to notice that I am definitely the IGL while my teammate Cody is the Fragger. He might have carried me here just a smidge, but we don't really need to talk about that in the comments section, definitely not. So a lot of these tips and tricks I'm going to give you are from the IGL perspective and what you can be doing to support your Fragger throughout the matches, as well as some of the other spices that I'm going to throw into the soup for you guys as well. So Cody and I are landing at this split near Steamy Springs. Sometimes we straight up land at Steamy Springs, and we know that our number 1 area we want to improve on is our fighting. Immediately we're rushing into Steamy Springs as soon as we're ready to go, and we're just trying to take this fight here. Notice how I'm spraying from a distant angle while Cody is getting up close and personal trying to take piece control on these guys. One of the players here ends up just dropping down and rushing straight into his face, but luckily Cody's a god, so he just instantly knocked him. Notice how when Cody knocks this guy, I'm going straight to him to help him get his full, as well as to help him clean up the last guy. My purpose in this fight was to keep pressure on this duo from a short distance away, just to make Cody's job a little bit easier particular on getting the entry kill to the fight. I noticed that this building in particular has a spot where you can't build walls inside, so I ended up going outside and making us a tarp just in case this guy decided to get kind of crazy with it. Me making this tarp would give us room to kind of heal if we need to, that type of thing. This is something all IGLs need to do, is be able to create space that's going to allow both you and the fragger of the duo to just have an easier time during fights, to get heals off, and just to make the fighting easier. But since this isn't a tournament and this is arena, Cody just ended up cleaning up the second guy as well before I could even see him. We're looking to keep up the pace and take more fights in this match. When we land in front of this team, Cody notices that I'm shooting the guy on the right, and since he's kinetic blading, he specifically chose to fight the guy's teammate. I ended up getting like 60 damage or so on the first guy when I hear Cody say this.
31 on the kid in the back.
Him saying that tells me that he has more health than the person he's fighting, and since I know I already dealt 68 damage to the other guy that's likely now trying to heal, I decide to go to Cody and help him with his guy. What ends up happening is while I'm in the air on the way to Cody, he ends up lasering the guy I was fighting and knocking him. That was a really good read from Cody because he knew that I did damage to the first guy, and upon doing damage to his guy, it opened up an opportunity for him to look at mine. And to put the icing on the cake, Cody did not waste any time after knocking that guy. He immediately dropped down on the other solo, and let me tell you a secret about Cody. He has hard 0 ping. So he ends up taking the guy's wall, and my job is to literally just stand there with my pump out. It's as easy as that. Do not make fights harder than they have to be. Our next fight from this game is a perfect example that you don't always have to play together as a duo to win a 2v2. The plan here was to fry the same guy and try to get a knock early, but Cody ended up shooting the opposite guy as I did, so I ended up getting around 80 damage on the Nogops, and I believe he got around 60 damage on his guy. And to be completely honest with you, we kind of just went with the flow in this fight and won our ones. You don't always have to play like super close and tight-knitted. As long as you're confident with your duo and feeling each other's rhythm, fights like this can take place where you kind of just win your one against each of the other guys that you're fighting. I ended up getting a good crack on this guy in the middle of this build fight, and I calmed it to Cody that I did crack his shield, so by the time I get one of them eliminated, he is already there to help me in case the other guy shows up, which he did.
Couple more seconds.
Have to reload. But thankfully, Cody was listening to my comms and was actually there to help me versus him after I got that first knock. Having good comms is one thing, but what's even better is being able to respond to those comms with the proper action. We basically had the last guy of that duo in a box, and he just faulted under pressure because Cody and I were both there to just pressure him. He ends up running in our face like an absolute drone, and it was honestly one of the freest 2v2s of our life. At this point in the match, we were so in sync that it became automatic. We pushed this duo who were sitting in their boxes, and both Cody and I killed a person from that duo at the same time and wiped them. I'm coming.
Dead. 100. Cookies.
Nice, good job. Other on height.
Got
Sorting up.
Nice. They have mythics. Ooh,
Got the wall.
Sucks a little bit.
He dropped, I think.
Yeah, he did. 200.
Oh, wow, you're crazy, bro. Good job. Now, I know what you're thinking. JCM, how are your fights in Arena going to impact me enough to where I get top 50 in the Duos Cash Cup? Well, little Timmy, don't worry. I have your answer. First of all, we haven't had any Duo tournaments yet in this season, and we're only a little over a week into the new season, so everyone's just trying to learn their drop spots, you know, what the new meta is like, that type of thing. So to be honest, 3K point Arena matches are pretty much the best we have right now, other than scrims, and we just haven't had that opportunity to play many of those yet. That being said, I really do feel like I provided some helpful tips for duo chemistry in this video, and who knows, maybe if you even drop a like on this video, you will get your best Duos Cash Cup placement in the first Duos Cash Cup in Chapter 4 Season 2. Drop a like on the video right now. All jokes aside, guys, I really do hope that you got some tips and tricks out of this video to take with you into this Cash Cup. I'm gonna let you guys watch the final fight of this match to win this game now, and I will be back with you right afterwards to do the outro. Okay, go ahead. You landing on hype?
Yep.
I'm here.
Dead.
Nice. Good job. I'm right here with you. Cracked him.
40 on one of them. Here with you.
18 white on blue.
Here, I'm going behind him.
Okay, I need to change my angle too. They're trying to piece me. I'm good though for now.
Cracked one. Is the siren's gonna crack? They're steadily dropping.
One's up, one's up, one's up.
Cracked. Behind us.
He
He's on
dropped?
my height. Dead.
Okay, don't die, don't die, don't die. How did he get a wall right here?
Cracked.
I'm stuck.
Dead.
Oh, nice, bro. Let's go. Thank you all so much for watching this video. If you did make it to this point, drop a heart emoji in the comment section below. I'm trying to see who the real ones are. I wish you all best wishes in the first Duos Cash Cup of Chapter 4 Season 2, and I really do hope that this video helped you out a ton. If you want to see another video of mine, it's on screen right now. That would mean the world to me, and as always, guys, I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. It's been your boy JCM, and I will see you guys in the very next video. Peace.